Fired up on the interwebs and live on Twitter. We are live on Twitter. Welcome to Gamcast for Monday evening. We're here to talk about France's arrest of Telegram CEO on charges of allegedly child pornography. One thing, we're going to go through it and explain to you exactly what's going on here and give you a little primer on what lawfare is. This is basically lawfare, folks, just to cut to the chase. So, as you've heard by now, the CEO of Telegram, a gentleman named Pavel Durov, was arrested in France. I've pulled an article here, and you'll see that the president of France, Emmanuel Macron, says the arrest of Telegram's president on French territory took place as part of an ongoing judicial investigation. This is in no way a political decision. It's up to the judges to decide. Well, I'm going to explain to you why that's absolutely not true and explain to you how lawfare works and tell you about what's going on here. So basically what's going on here is the hate-free speech, and he's not getting in with the back doors that the intelligence agencies want. But here's what is an example of lawfare, and here's how you see lawfare. You need two things to do lawfare. One, you need corrupt officials. We're going to get to the corrupt officials, the judges, in a moment. Number two, you need to have laws that are quote-unquote written so vaguely and so broadly that if you read them and take them for literally what they say, every single one of us, every single day commits a crime, and they just choose who they want to prosecute. So take a look at this. This judicial investigation was opened against a person unnamed on charges of complicity, webmastering an online platform in order to enable illegal transaction in organized group. What in the heck does that mean? Everything does that. Refusal to communicate at the request of competent authorities information or documents necessary for carrying out and operating interceptions allowed by law. What the heck is that? Everybody violates that every day. In other words, government agencies say, I want you to give me these documents. I don't have any documents. Well, you're refusing to cooperate. We're just going to have to arrest you, right? Complicity, processing pornographic images. Now, that one's a little more tricky, but here's the thing. Do you know what the definition of pornography is at law? Appeals to prurient interest. Do you know what that means? Whatever you want it to mean. Everything's pornography, right? Anyway, you can go on, you go down to 7, complicity, organized fraud. What does that mean? It's whatever they want it to mean, folks. So that's how they do it. They've just gotten it driven. They decide they want to pick up this guy. And here's what's so important. Here's him with Tucker Carlson a little while ago explaining that this is not the first time that somebody has knocked on his door. Take a listen to this.
We get too much attention from the FBI, the security agencies, wherever we came to the U.S. So to give you an example, last time I was in the U.S., I brought an engineer that is working for Telegram, and there was an attempt to secretly hire my engineer behind my back by cyber security officers or agents, whatever they are called.
The U.S. government should hire your engineer?
That's my understanding. That's what he...
So the U.S. government tried to hire his engineer so they could get a back door into Telegram. They don't want you to have any secrecy, folks. They don't want you to have free speech. They don't want you to have any back doors and communicate without them being able to get into it. And that's exactly what's going on in France here. And what else do you need? Well, you need vaguely written laws, which you've just seen they have. What else do you need? You need corrupt government officials. Now, here is somebody in the USA, but this is the same thing in France. You find Biden has been appointing these people at reckless speed. Okay? Now, listen to this judge. This is a judge. You can tell she's plainly unqualified, but that's not why she's on the bench. She's on the bench so they remember. She got through, by the way. She's on there. You remember her, and you go to her with one of these vague laws and say, give me a subpoena. Help me indict this person. And she's happy to go along. Happy to. Right? She don't care anything about the rule of law. Take a listen.
Tell me what Article 5 of the Constitution does.
Article 5 is not coming to mind at the moment.
Okay. How about Article 2?
Neither is Article 2.
Okay, now, folks, Article 5, you should know it. But if you don't know Article 5, it's fine. Every single solitary lawyer or anyone who's ever practiced, wanted to be a lawyer, knows Article 1 is the legislative branch, Article 2 is the executive branch, the presidency, Article 3 is the judiciary. I mean, those are the ones you have to know by heart. You can't even begin to be a lawyer without knowing that, folks. That judge, she's somebody in France. You go to her, no problem. Just pick them up. Show me the person, I'll show you the crime. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I wanted to go with Kennedy today, but I felt like this was a little bit more important. So I'll do Kennedy tomorrow about the same time. And if you've done those things, I'll see you on the next one.